A very good morning to you, Naledi, and to the viewers back at home. And yes, welcome back to the Africa Travel Indaba here at the Nkosi Albert Lutuli International Convention Center. And it has been a very interesting week, I can tell you that much. You know what, Naledi, we have touched on SMMEs. We brought you the latest on the ground, showcasing what's on display at the Travel Indaba. It's not only food, it's not only the automotive sector that have come out in their numbers, but it's also been local and international tourism destinations that have put their best foot forward to try and attract potential buyers. But we can't run away from the fact that some have not been able to attend the Travel Indaba, and merely because of the processing of the e-visas. Now I am joined by a gentleman from the South Pacific in Taiwan. His name is Jayed Chen, and he was telling me off air that it was very difficult for him to try and get a visa from South Africa. Mr. Chen, welcome to SABC News. Just talk to us about your process and the challenges.
Okay. Every country is promoting the tourism. So people say tourism has no boundary. But for South Africa toward Taiwan, it's not so. We cannot apply e-visa. We need everyone who wants to go to South Africa need to go to your visa office in Taipei. If I live in southern part of Taiwan, I need to take the high-speed rail for 2 hours and then take a taxi to the visa office, and I need to show so much document, my financial report, everything. Well, you need to follow, but why South Africa allow people to apply for e-visa? Why Taiwanese people who come over here to spend money for tourism? We are so much discriminated.
Now, I know that you did apply for your application 10 days in advance. It does take about 8 to 12 weeks, but the online process is a bit difficult, different, should I say. We did hear from our minister here in South Africa, Patricia de Lille, speaking about some of the challenges, but also easing of the e-visa in Africa. However, internationally, you're also saying that it's a bit difficult. Talk to us about the difficulties that you have, or that you had.
You know, the visa application will last almost 10 working days. Yeah, so that means I need to go to your visa office 2 weeks before, present everything, and get interviewed, and I need to wait. So it takes a long time, inconvenient. People need to go to anywhere from Taiwan to visa office in Taipei, and then wait another 2 weeks and come to Taipei again. It's a waste of time. We come here for fun, for tourism, to spend money, to help understand your people. And why? So many countries can apply e-visa, but not for Taiwan. I know, political reason. Political has nothing to do with tourism. So I really recommend, strongly recommend, that your government should consider about the e-visa policy for Taiwan people. We come here not for criminal activities. We come here to spend money, to understand. You're such a big country, and in the past we say, you see Africa, you see the world. Why? Your government will not encourage our people to come and set up so many hurdles and obstacles. I don't understand the reason. You know, for Taiwanese people, we can go to EU country or free visa. We don't need. And totally more than 150 countries or area grant Taiwanese passport holder free visa or visa upon arrival. So it's easy for us to go. Even United States, Canada, EU, UK, free. Australia, free. Why? SA will not welcome our people to come to visit your country.
I want to come in here now. So you find yourself here. You were supposed to be a hosted buyer. You're now an explorer. If we just slightly move away from this, talk to us about the Travel Indaba. Is this your first time coming here? And what have you seen that has really grabbed you as a person, as a buyer from the South Pacific?
Okay, I'm in travel business for 44 years. It is my first time to attend Indaba. Yeah, so I registered as a hosted buyer, and the process again last 10 days. So we need to wait. I push, no answer. I told Indaba I need an invitation letter to get a visa. No response. Finally, the visa officer, they understood, I showed the website of Indaba. Oh, they realized, there's a fair Indaba in Durban. So, okay, the visa officer will help you to get visa on time. So far as I learned, there's no one from Taiwan. Because the visa officer told me, only you know about Indaba will be held in Durban. So the process to become a hosted buyer will last 10 days.
And it was challenging.
And I need the invitation letter. First, without the invitation letter, I cannot get a visa. Secondly, I apply for hosted buyer. Of course, Indaba has a right to accept my application or not. I respect. And at the last moment, I was informed by Indaba. My application as a hosted buyer was rejected. No problem. But why not tell me much earlier? Because I had time to book hotels. So, it's too slow. Indaba has a right to approve my status as a buyer or hosted buyer. It's okay, it's not an issue. But why keep silent and until last moment? I cannot find hotel rooms in Indaba. That's the question.
I think we also need to get a right of reply from Africa Travel Indaba conference, someone that can speak to us about some of the challenges that they've had as well. But just hearing from your experience, and I imagine that it's been a difficult one, but thank you so much for talking to us, Mr. Chen. Thank you so much. Well, Naledi, you can see that there have been some glitches, and once again we go back to that e-visa issue that we've been experiencing, but this has not been the first time. We did hear the Minister of Tourism speak about this issue when she opened up the Indaba, saying that there needs to be an easing, especially with regards to African countries, talking about the processes also online with regards to international countries. But we'll try and see if we can't speak to someone from the Africa Travel Indaba that can also talk to us about some of the processes and the issue of that e-visa.